Oh, hi guys, welcome back. This is episode 2. Let's hope I keep this going because I'm now on the internet and everyone can see me. It's now, at the time of recording this, the month of August, and a lot of the young people I know are going to university to do different things, to do graphic design, to do media, to do psychology. Every year someone comes and asks me, should my son or daughter go to university to do graphic design? And I'm quite polite. I don't really like to discourage people. I always respond asking them why they want to go to university. What are they going to get a degree for? And I can only speak from experience because I did graphic design for 3 years, and in my professional career, every job I get, every time I'm trying to get a job, life just proves to me that as a creative, university might not be the best option. Some of you are going to crucify me for this, but I really don't think university, especially for a creative, is something that should be done unless you know exactly what you're going to get out of it, and unless the content of the course you're going on is going to set you up for the challenges that you're going to have when you graduate. I went to university for 3 years, and I can admit that in the 3 years that I spent studying graphic design, I could have spent a lot of that time getting experience. It's only been like maybe twice that someone's asked me what grade I got. I got a 3rd, by the way, but that's never stopped me from getting a good job. Experience and character are always going to trump a degree. People always look for your portfolio first. They always look at the background of work that you've done before they even bother asking about your degree. Rarely do they ever ask about your degree. I've done research into this. I had to do a mock dissertation on this, and I emailed the top graphic designers and asked them, do you need a degree to be a professional graphic designer? All of them said no. Unless you really know what you're going to get out of that degree, you're going to be wasting 3 years of your life, getting into debt and just wasting time. You're actually going to university just to rave. That's really what you're going to do. Ever since I've come out of university, I've learned so much more from working than I've learned in the 3 years that I went to university. And university, they failed to teach me and to warn me about the things that are going to happen, which is, okay, I guess how are they supposed to know, but isn't it their job to know the market they work in? None of them could have warned me about the need for almost every graphic designer to know HTML and CSS. I was never taught that in school, and that is what I now believe is one of the most foundational skills a graphic designer should have. At least HTML, at least, but push for CSS. That's another video anyway. But do you need to go to university to be successful in a creative career? I don't believe you do. How can you ask so many people that are completely different in skill and mindset to follow the exact same path and end up with the same outcome? That's never going to happen. You shouldn't be going to university because it's the done thing. You should be going to university because you're going to get something substantial out of this. Let's take 2 people, for example. Person A, on one hand, has gone to university to do a creative course for 3 years. They've learned quite a lot. They've met new people, and they've gotten access to some things you would never have gotten access to if you didn't go to university. Equipment and so on and so forth. You got person B, who never went to university but instead went to work, straight into work, not necessarily directly into exactly what they want to do, but they went in to get experience. Now, after 3 years, you got person A, the university graduate, and person B, the person that didn't go to university but has experience. They both go for the same job. I wonder who's going to get hired. If you said person A, you might want to rethink why. A degree? No, it's not. That's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is that people want someone that can deliver. They don't want someone that has a first or second or 2-1 or whatever next to their name. They want someone that can deliver on the amount of projects that they have upcoming and that can meet their standards. But just because you have a degree doesn't mean you're going to meet the standard. I think it's a big mistake to rush yourself into university if you don't know what's coming. You need to know what's coming, and if you actually do your research and if you actually go in and get experience, you'll actually realize, wait, experience will always trump a degree. Experience and character. They want to know if you can deliver and if you have the type of character that's willing to learn, to adjust, and to improve, to overcome different hurdles. In each job I've had, no one's actually cared about me having a degree, and my managers have never had a degree in graphic design. I can mostly speak about graphic design because that's the field I came from. But okay, let's not do something that's to do with like imagery or whatever. If you're a musician, okay, you can go to university and learn some stuff, meet some other musicians, and learn a lot of the technicalities to do with music, how a song is actually put together, etc, 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 etc. But are you going to be a successful musician if you don't actually get out there and get your name known across like your target market? No. If you get a degree and you don't do that and you haven't put in the work to get your name out, you're not going to be a successful musician. Oh my god, I could get in so much trouble. If you didn't go to university and you spent so much time honing your craft and honing your songs, even if you're an instrumentalist, become an expert at that instrument and be putting your content out there, playing for different people, then you have more chance of having a more fulfilling career, because you have the experience and you know your skills are like, you have the skills to back it up. Even if you're going to go to university, you can raise up your skill level and then go to university to kind of give you a buffer, so to speak. If you were in graphic design, I would always come back to graphic design as an example. If you actually went out and got the experience first, I say to everyone that's in graphic design, the moment you leave school, go and volunteer somewhere else and offer up your services, even if it's to do flyers at a library or some other charity or something like that. Get straight in there and get some work done, and then go to university or wherever it is that you want to go to give you a buffer. But university by itself is not going to cut it. I sound like I really hate university. I might hate the concept for some people. I mean, if you're a doctor, a surgeon or something, you're gonna give me open heart surgery, then I'll be like, mate, you better have the credentials. But if it's for a creative field, I don't believe you need it. It's not everyone needs it. You have to know why you need it. Some people might need it to give them the knowledge that they need, but there's so many online courses, there's YouTube, there's Udemy, like there's lynda.com. You can learn off the internet like so much. Most of the stuff I've learned in the past few years that I've been working is actually from the internet, and it's from experience being in the working environment. In university, I wasn't learning after maybe I realized I had stopped learning halfway through the second year. I didn't learn anything after that, and I'm being completely honest. That's me personally anyway. But there's nothing stopping you, even if you don't go to university, nothing stopping you from learning off the internet, contacting professionals and trying to go an apprentice somewhere. Just go be someone's apprentice, be their lapdog for like a year and then learn off them. In fact, even if you're going to university, take a year out and volunteer somewhere for a year and come back and finish it. You know, like people act like university is this magical pot of like goodness that's going to give you success over your becoming lifetime that you're going to have. But it's not. It really isn't. Honestly, it's not. For me, it was a waste of time. And I think for the majority of people that are in the creative industry, that want to get in the creative industry, I think it will be I think it will be a waste of time for them. They'll probably eventually admit it. I spent a long time convincing myself that it wasn't a waste of time, but for me, I think it was a waste of time. 3 years. That's a lot of time. So think about it. Why are you going to university? Don't go to university just because everyone is doing it. And even if you do go to university, don't think it's going to solve all your problems, because the moment you get into work, you're going to be hit hard by people that don't care about your feelings and they just want to get the job done. If you don't have the hard, thick skin to resist breaking down and crying over every single criticism of your work, then I don't know, like, you're not going to learn that from university. University is not going to give you thick skin. The teachers might be critical of your work, but they're nowhere as critical as a client. Whether you're in freelance or whether you're working in an agency or whatever, you have to be thick-skinned. There's things that university cannot teach you, and only experience can teach you. And I'm gonna leave it there. Take it as you will. You'll probably disagree with me. You'll probably write some really mean things in the comments. Well, whatever. Let me know what you think. I might be wrong. Am I wrong? Am I right? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know. Anyway, follow me on social media. jollyjohnny.com. Talk to you later.